What's up, everyone? I'm going to be doing my monthly trade review for July. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get it started. It was a pretty good month overall. We had taken a handful of trades, with majority of them being super process based and just taking really high quality setups, being very open-minded to the markets, allowing for the markets to tell me what is the highest probability move in that exact moment. So, very good job at just truly letting go of any outcome and focusing on just the infinite possibilities that trading does provide, right? So, go ahead and share my screen. Let's see, share. Alrighty. And then I'll also kind of go over my status with the combine as well. Anyway, so we took 11 trades total. We had one, two, three, four, 6 wins, 2 L's, and then 3 break evens. I want to say we averaged around a 1.2 R total um, to my win-loss ratio. And let me just pull up Top Step X real quick because I feel Top Step X, I've kept consistent risk and kind of just shows um or okay, so average 2.14 win loss, 66% are, let's see. Yeah. So we have our best trade being 2100 and worst trade 1569. So just in terms of average risk, if I'm risking average 1500 each trade and let's say my max win was 2100, then my average RR is probably like a 1.3 to 1.4, give or take. I definitely want to increase that. So we'll go ahead and figure that out moving forward. But yeah, that's kind of like the status of my combine. I think the first thing I want to go over are just kind of like the two losers or the two lessons that the market provided for us. It's pretty simple. Overall, yes, my mistake was that yes, we were looking pretty bearish on the markets, but in terms of where price is, yes, we did pull back to a level, but I think the markets, when you have one huge move, you should expect an equal and opposite reaction of that same move, if not at least a retracement back to the halfway point of that move. So for me, that was just my mistake right there. And for this one, same thing as well. It's just not paying attention to the what's the most recent data that was being given to me. So yes, I was looking for longs down here because we were reacting to a 15-minute level, had that shift. But the problem was that we already had that shift. We had the pullback already to attempt to push higher, which price did fail and was respecting this higher time frame, these higher time frame levels on the 5, 15, and 30, and etc. But one thing that I did change towards the end of the month was just only marking out the 15-minute levels. I noticed that there's no need to mark out the 30 in 1 hour because ideally if those time frames had levels, then the 15 minutes should yield should yield levels as well, just on a more definitive term. So that eliminates a lot of noise for me and it allows for me to be able to focus on the 1 minute shifts right at that key area of interest rather than getting my levels confused like, oh, this should be an hourly level. So ideally we should be waiting for a 30-minute close, et cetera, et cetera. So that has definitely helped a lot. It's kept my mind a lot clearer. So I'm super grateful for that. Also, let's see, average R percentage. Decent R's, no two R's throughout this trading month. But we take a look at the potentials. A lot of these trades, a lot of the winners, if I just set and forget, it looks like it happens to run to at least two R's. So maybe that's something I look to consider. Just when taking the trades, just place it and set a 2 R risk and then let it run. But other than that, it's smooth sailing. one thing I do want to focus on next month is just instill a little bit more discipline. I take a little bit longer the weekends. I mean, I feel like throughout the week I do a good job of just maintaining my daily schedule of, going waking up, doing my routine, trading, going to work, go home, do my trader view, edit my videos. So that is very routine based, but it's just on the weekends I notice that I do get a little bit lazy and I don't want to touch charts or anything, but you know, this is my career, so I need to take it a little bit more seriously. Um, but with that being said, I am doing this trade review right now. So if one thing I could um, take into consideration moving on to the next month, if the market conditions permit, look to hold your winners a lot longer. I don't think I need to size up anymore right now. Just kind of maintain the consistency for the next 2, 3 months, then I can look to size up. And this is just more for my live account. And yeah, just make sure I drink a lot more water, maintain my health, eat a little bit cleaner. I did get sick this month, so it's been a little bit rough, but either way, we just feel good. So extremely grateful for a profitable month and looking for many more to come. I also took a payout for the month, just a small little payout off of my live account to pay myself $700. Um, a lot, which helps cover combine fees, et cetera, et cetera. That's just more me reinvesting into my skill trading. So not really tripping about that. And then, yeah, I think once I pass, I obviously want to get max allocation for Top Step. So that's going to be my goal till the end of the year. And then eventually I want to, I'll probably move on to Apex. My only issue with Apex is just their trailing drawdown. So but I feel like that wouldn't be a problem if I size correctly. Like realistically, as long as you size correctly, you'll be fine. So I'll look to do that as well, and then look to get allocated for that, and then gain as much funding and just get as many payouts. That's just really the goal now. Like I have the systems down. It's not going to be my focus, but it's just the next steps of my trading. So, yep, just maintain a process-based mindset. Work on your psychology. It is your muscle. Yeah, it's a mental muscle you need to exercise every single day. So find ways to take those practices into consideration, maintain the hypnosis videos, and continue to operate in abundance. Yeah, and that's actually something I want to talk about. It's like this month I definitely have I'm spending a little bit more money than I should be. And for me, it sounds irresponsible, but I think it's just in the back of my head. I'm like, I've I've proved to myself that I can make money off of this skill, that I've now fully dissociated um, the I fully dissociated the idea of my value of my time being associated with money, right? So I don't I just focus so much more on the opportunities now rather than, oh, that's like, and let's say if I lose a trade, I'm not thinking like, fuck, that's like 10 hours of work. I could give less of a fuck now. Like, I really don't care. Like, if I take an L, I'm just like, move on. It's like, it's just a lesson. And for that, I'm super grateful that my mindset has really shifted and really shown improvement in my trading, that it doesn't affect me as much anymore. Obviously, losing money sucks, right? But the attachment to it is just so much less. And that is something I'm extremely grateful for, because I do think that growing up, I've always had that scarcity mindset, and to be able to be so carefree and almost like devalue the dollar. Like it, oh, just because I don't have it is not gonna change my life. You know what I mean? Like just the art of detachment is really something that just it's a work of art. And when you get it down, I'm not saying I have it fully down, but when you get a little bit of it down and you get that feeling of just knowing you're just trading well, it's the best feeling in the world. And that's how you know. I feel like you've made it as a trader is when you feel so good about just your executions rather than how much you made. So I'm definitely the best trader that I have been over the last 5 years. Be pretty scary to say it. I wasn't if I've been trading for 5 years, but super grateful. And there's just no point in giving up. Like seriously, no point in giving up. I've thought about it so many times, but oh my gosh, like I literally have thought about it so many times. It's ridiculously crazy. Like I'm not saying like I'm not even at the point where I've taken like huge payouts, but it's just that feeling of just mastering just what you need to master, like just doing what you need to do and feeling confident that you are going to go into the next day and do exactly what you need to do in order to be successful in this game long term. Like best feeling ever. Just imagine coming from a feeling of you're just throwing money at the market, just getting in because you don't know what you're doing, but you're just so eager to make money because you think this is your way out. Right? Like going from that feeling of uncertainty to creating your own feeling of certainty because you know you can follow your process, you know you can follow your rules, you know for certain that the market's uncertain. Once those beliefs are just fully instilled, it's just like trading. Trading feels like a cheat code, like a literal cheat code. So we'll see how August goes. It's only been a couple months of good trading. When it gets to a year, that's when things might get crazy, but just everything in time, it'll come. So I extremely grateful. Whoever watches, thank you. Hopefully my videos provide some sort of insight. I would like to think they do, but if they don't, then they don't. I like blabbering quite a bit, but yeah, it's surreal to just see the journey. So that being said, I will probably just end it here and we'll look to start August fresh tomorrow and just keep the momentum going. So